Call me crazy, but I love planning. You're crazy! I know I am. Well, I don't think I am. I love planning though. I love spending time thinking and contemplating my day, my week, my month, my years. And I wanted to share with you some thoughts because maybe you're like, what the heck is planning? What does it look like? Well, for me, I sit down with a book and I think. And I think about my day. And sometimes I'm brainstorming what I need to do. But sometimes I'm just remembering, oh yeah, make that phone call. Remembering. Sometimes I sit there and I just dream. Let my mind just wander, I guess, and think about things that I could do or how I will do them, the things that I want to do. So I'll use the word dream. Maybe I'm just pondering. I don't know. Dreaming, pondering. Other times for me, planning is plotting out how I'm going to do something. Plotting the way. In the end, especially just right on my main daily page, what I end up with is a list. A list of things I'm going to do. And I might even put them in some sort of order, but I have this list of things that I'm going to do. Sometimes these items will have some subcategories underneath them, so I'll add those in. And I end up with this list of things that I want to do. I used to very religiously sit down and contemplate what has to happen first and what has to happen second. It was a strategy that I learned, and I would do an A, and in fact even an A1 item if there was more than one. There might be an A2 item, so these were super important. This could be a B item, maybe not as important. And if I've got some more down further, I might have, a B1 and a B2, and they might actually be mixed up depending on how the brainstorming goes. And then I might have a C item. And I must credit where I got this from. I got this idea from the Franklin company, day planner company, where I bought my first day planner and learned a lot of things about planning. They got me started, and they're a great company. They still make planners, and they're one to definitely consider. I design my own now, but when I have bought them, that's who I bought it from. But they taught this idea of planning your list, and this is a list as compared to the A list. But you create a list of things. Just sit down, do your brainstorming, think about your day, think about what you want to accomplish in your day, in your week, and what you need to do, and just start making a list. Now, I typically say do this as early in the day as you can, first if possible, or as soon as you can. So maybe you've got an early meeting, okay, go to the meeting, you've got that. But then as soon as you can, sit down and take that time to think about your day, because you don't want to miss anything that needs to get done. And your initial get-go at this might come out with an order that actually looks like this. But then, partway through your day, one of these, may turn into suddenly an A item. Your boss calls and says, so, how's that report coming? Oh, the report. You wanted that tomorrow. Whoa, look at that. Suddenly, the report just jumps to the top of the list. That's the way it goes. So, that's okay. And that lets me slide into a point about this planning and creating a plan. A plan, let's find a good color. Let's go with green. A plan is not set in stone. It's not set in stone. Or cement, as I like to say sometimes. The cement isn't dry yet. It's not. And that should be in red. I'm going to have fun here with the colors. If we aren't having fun, let's do something else. I'm going to have fun. a plan is not set in stone. It's not cement, it's not cured, it's not hard rock. It is whatever you need it to be. It's just a possible roadmap for how to travel through your day. It's like a map when you're driving. I know this doesn't always work for everybody, but if you hop in your car and you're heading down the road and you plotted out your course and you hit a detour. Well, okay, your plan to go to that town by 6 o'clock just changed. So you go down the road and you arrive there at 7 o'clock. Ooh, that's okay. You still got there. Had to go a slightly different route. But whatever, it's not set in stone. Another thing I learned that I found was interesting, and I don't know if it's really true, and I have no idea how they arrived at this, but the Franklin folks, again, said for every 5 minutes of planning that you do, you save 15. I have no idea where they got those numbers from, but I can see how that would be very, very true. If you don't take a moment and think about your day, you might forget something. And it might be so crucial that it isn't a 15-minute cost. It's an hour and 15-minute cost. Because you have to go home to get something. Or you have to go shopping to buy another one of something you forgot to bring. Or that report, maybe it doesn't cost you 15 minutes, maybe it costs you a day. You didn't get the report done. Scrap the rest of your day on all of the things you had planned because you actually hadn't planned everything, and now you are working on something that you didn't take the time to think about, and now you're scrambling. So I think, I don't know where they got these numbers from, but I think it's 15 minutes. I think it could be an hour and 15 minutes. So, multiply that. Take 15 minutes to think about your day. Easily, that could be 45 or 145. Okay, I'm making up numbers now. But you get the point. You can save your bacon, to use an expression, to take the time and think about what you need to do in your day. All right, well, I think that's it. I just wanted to share that because sometimes people don't know, well, what does this thing look like called planning? Well, for me, it's sitting down and making a list, checking it twice, and figuring out what I need to do. And this section, this ABC section here, actually really was helpful. One day I was super, super busy. I was focused, and the phone rang. And I was on the phone for 10 or 15 minutes, got off the phone and sat there going, no clue what I was doing next, or had previously been doing. I looked in my planner, I looked down, and that one had a check mark beside it. That one had a check mark beside it. That one had one, and that one didn't. And that's what I was working on. Boom, I was right in. I knew where I was. I knew what I had to do. And I didn't end up leaving a task that I knew was important. I was able to get right back to it. So there's a lot of cool strategies with these little old lists that we make. That's it for now. I hope this is helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think about planning. Do you plan? Do you take time to do that? Do you do a numbering system? I actually don't typically anymore, but I have another way of doing it. But let me know what you think about this. And if you think this might be helpful, hit that subscribe button and hang out with me for a while. Love to connect in the planosphere. I don't know if that's a real word, but I decided to make it up. Have a great day. That's all before I ramble off. Bye.